My name is Earl Williams Boykin, and I did attend Sunset Gap School for 7 years, plus kindergarten. And I'd have to figure out the years, but they started when I was 5 years old, and I left when I was 16.
Hello, I'm Earl Bryant. I'm a relative of Betty Williams. We were raised on English Creek. When she married, she moved to the Sunset Gap area. Her husband's name was David, and we were good friends his whole life. And me and Betty has been friends. We are second cousins.
Hi, this is Dan Davis, the son of Bob and Kay Davis. I had the fortunate opportunity to grow up at Sunset Gap in the 60s, 70s, and 80s.
Hello, my name is Elijah Glafenhein. I am the great-great-grandson of Betty Jane Hicks Williams and the grandson of Betty Williams.
Hello, please allow me to introduce myself to you. My name is Duran Williams Glafenhein, and I want to share a little bit with you today about our family's history with the Sunset Gap Community Center. Betty Jane Hicks Williams was my great-grandmother, and she is the first landowner in Sevier County to donate land for the Sunset Gap Community Center to be built. So we'll hear a little bit more about Miss Betty Jane later on in the video.
Hi, my name is Becky Davis Slone, and I am the middle daughter of Bob and Kay Davis, who are the co-directors at Sunset Gap Community Center from around 1965 until 1992.
I'm Betty Williams. I worked at Sunset Gap from 1965 to 2022, and I would have still been working except I fell and broke my leg, and so I just sort of retired since then.
Hey, my name is Duran Williams. I was born on January 24th, 1961. It come a big snow, Mom and Daddy said, and Daddy couldn't get us home from the hospital, so he sent Uncle Pete, his brother, to get us, and they brought us over to where Ben McGath's old store was, just that little house right up there, I think, where Aunt Tootie and Uncle Warnie lived, and we stayed there a night, and the next day Daddy could get us out and take us home, and it's a mile past Sunset Gap down in Sevier County called Boomertown. It's right there where Boomertown ends and Wilhite kind of begins, and that's where I spent my first few years.
Hi, my name's Tyler Williams. I grew up around the Sunset Gap Community Center. My family, the Williamses, of course, were integral in giving the land for the Sunset Gap Community Center. My grandparents, David and Betty Williams. Betty, of course, ran the thrift shop there for a number of years, cooked for work camp groups. My dad is her oldest son, Duran, who also grew up around the community center, just like I did. My mother's Melissa. Melissa taught preschool there for a number of years. She started out as the assistant preschool teacher, and she was the assistant preschool teacher there when I went to preschool there. And at the time, we lived just below the community center when we had first moved back to Cosby when my parents got out of college.